Question says, sometimes when we read the stories of the Salaf, you read things that are totally extraordinary. Things are just unbelievable sometimes. And that motivates you. And oftentimes it may demotivate you. You look at yourself, how lazy you are, how much of a procrastinator you are, how many things we have, how easy Allah has made it, and we still can't accomplish a tenth of the things that some of them accomplished. So what's the balance? What's the proper understanding? First and foremost is, you must understand that the Salaf as-Salih, may Allah be pleased with them all, they lived in a time and they lived in a place. And I don't think that it's permissible and valid for us to separate the yolk from the white, or the white and the yolk from the shell. It's one thing. You can't just say what the Salaf said and what they did and remove it from the time and the place in which they lived, because it has an effect for good or for bad. So the Salaf as-Salih, if I ask you a basic question right now, very simple, easy question. Let's not get into haram things. Let's just look around this musalla. Just look around this musalla. Everybody look around really quick. Just look around. Look at yourself. Look at what the people are wearing. Look at this table. What's one thing that you notice? Is that there's abundance of what? White. Close, was warm but not hot. There's abundance of what? And it's a diversity of what? Colors. Many colors. Do you think there were this many colors, clothes with this amount of, not prints and designs, just color, 1400 years ago? Yes or no? What do you think? What do you think the color of the ground was? You think it was red, black, white, gray, blue, and green? What do you think? Shirts that they had on their clothes. How many colors you're wearing? You're wearing white. You're wearing yellow. You're wearing black. Do you think that tricolor like that? His socks. Look at his socks behind you quickly. Look at his socks. How many colors on his socks? Do you think they had socks like that? So this is just one aspect now. We didn't get into music, women, homosexual. We didn't get into none of that stuff. Alcohol, just the concept of how the life was different. And colors have an effect upon your memory. Images have an effect upon how you memorize. The information that you can retain is affected by what's around you, because all of these things are distractions and they require attention and processing from the brain. Simple, basics, easy color is easy for you to concentrate and focus. And this is mentioned by the people of knowledge with regards to picking the right place to memorize. Or you find certain people overseas, they'll sit and memorize where? In the what? In the corner. Everyone understand this? So the lifestyle of the Salaf and the lifestyle of us in 2018 oftentimes is like what? Night and day, let alone the sins, the haram, music, television, advertisements, video games, but just the concept of how things were. You understand what I'm saying to you? Everything that we do is based off of what? Cell phone. When's the last time if I asked you, what's your home phone number? Your mother's home phone number, this brother's home, how much could you possibly tell me? Because everything is easy and simple. There were no cell phones back then. Cell phones are a blessing and a curse. How many people drive without GPS? We know what Wasim does, alhamdulillah. But only a few brothers really drive around without what? GPS. Back in the day, there was no GPS. You had to memorize the what? The road. You had to know what to do, where to go. And we didn't get into the haram things yet. We didn't start talking about the what? The muharramat. Just the concept of life was different then. People in the mountains and villages, they can memorize more things than people in the what? In a city. And sometimes it's the opposite too. So the point is, the Salaf, how did they live? Were they a minority or a majority? Did they live with non-Muslims? Man walks by and he says he put his fingers in his ear when he heard music. Can you apply that today in 2018? You get into a car, you go to the restaurant, you go to the doctors, you call someone on the phone, you call the airlines and it's playing what? Your ears will be stuffed from morning to what? Tonight. Your cell phone, everything is a musical tone. Even if it isn't music, it's some type of tone, some type of chirp. So things were different in the time of the Salaf as-Salih, and you should know that they were meant to be different. And it's not going to be exact in your time, but you can achieve certain things based off of what is a need and a necessity for your time and place. If someone memorizes 40 hadith today, they're considered to be a what? A serious student of knowledge. For 2018 standards, that's what? That's not bad. 42 hadiths isn't bad. 100 hadiths, that's not what? It's not bad. You memorize Bulugh al-Maram, you consider to be a what? Everyone understand this? And that's based off of today's what? Standards. And that is an achievement in today's standards. So every time and every place is based off of what Allah wants it to be. فَسَالَتْ أَوْدِيَةٌ بِقَدْرِهَا. Allah says that the valleys flow in their due measure. The Salaf, they had a valley. People in 2018 in Birmingham, they have a what? They have a valley. One valley is not meant to transgress the what? The next. So take the motivation. And whenever you feel demotivated, oh man, how did he achieve this? We do nothing. Take that negative energy and turn it into what? Positive energy. As I said, with regards to the qadr, positive energy always corrects what? Errors. Peace. And Allah knows best.